Hello and welcome to this episode of Scope. I'm Tracy Pa. The Nakai District in West New Britain Province is embarking on a mission to partner with churches in the district to provide tangible services to the people. Being a new established district, local MP and Minister for Oil Palm, Francis Maneke, is confident that churches played an important part in the delivery of services as well as addressing law and order in the district.
Nakai District was one of 7 newly established districts in the country in 2022 under the Marape government. However, the district, like all the other 6, were created without a proper structure in place that often resulted in no proper planning implemented in the districts. Local MP and Minister for Oil Palm, Francis Maneke, has foreseen these challenges and decided to partner with churches to drive the development aspirations for the newly established district. With a population of more than 50,000, Nakai District has 4 local level governments, which is East Nakai LLG, Central Nakai, Mosa LLG, and Oskins LLG. Delivering basic government services to the 4 LLGs is a mammoth task for the local MP. He is thankful for the partnership of churches in helping the newly established district stay on course. To support this partnership, Maneke recently presented a check of 50,000 kina to the Matahururu United Church in the East Nakai LLG area to build a new church. The decision to fund the church was out of convictions and not a request from the church.
Belblumi am sakrai, but again you say, church me also me picks up lo you me lo so imolsem. You got life me stapa. So me look him only supporting the sela church. Lo divine na mi saron na mi sapilim dikla cry lo belblumi. But me believe also. Before you make him not all kind of development, you must start him with strong law, live law people let me start law. You must make him start him law to pass them inside of slab.
Maneke committed to partner with the churches going forward, urging his people to stand together and deliver.
It's all about creating life here. Today I mean life. When I'm saying I'm important, God them give me peace, we must not learn. Suppose you not remember I'm not come up you. So when I'm saying I'm stop finish you yet you all finish you must all in strong life you. So you know kind of something also you sit down na imo ko ask him na look at them by come. Okay, something is stopping this. If I do them again, you mean must partner one time law too because by law too and by having me law work him over the work inside the community blow you.
In support of the partnership with the churches, elders and pastors from the Christian Revival Church accompanied Maneke to do the presentation. From Matahururu, they proceeded to Evase village, where Minister Maneke presented 50,000 kina worth of funds to the local Catholic Church, CRC, United Church, Governing Church, and others.
Lo Matahururu United Church, lo initial fund lo imi lo starting initial church we got 50,000 kina. Lo imi sila mi kamlo DDA bloy mi lo nakanay you know kamlo member kamlo DDA bloy mi lo nakanay so 50,000 kina will make him this thinking now mi play support you bla lo mi lo starting this house thank you too much now you got this 50,000 kina good time or time no good time election or you know time election but important that time to come up leader finish election and do more politique and finish mi plan leader blue blau beta man vote me no vote me you supposed to come now make him fair law get the people.
MP Maneke also announced that Nakai DDA is embarking on improving local level government office building in all of the districts for LLGs.
Most importantly, you will look at LLGs. Or LLGs blow me lo popular LLGs blow me inside the district. Lo building blow new LLG blow me long biala. And me stopping is on track. Money blend is available. Not to you me need long. Find him contractor, find him minister, so contractor by come na start him. This la work. Lo you me to law skins LLG building long LLG too me is contracted finish. Now by me waiting multasol by come start. Okay, me too me got pan blow Senaka LLG building na same time too Mosa LLG. So you me like put him all LLG all book blow me. You go ahead so that you can make him look him some la good la work come up inside long this district blow you me.
President for East Nakanai LLG James Laula thanked Maneke and committed to driving the development aspiration through the churches.
Plenty of ministers or government representative only come down or level or man lo place na many lo place. Today we will witness him. The powerful leader from up there in the oil palm industry. Office belonging lo must be, although office belonging lo here. But because we hold him there's a portfolio, lo ministry portfolio belonging lo oil palm industry lo properly and we bench lo must be.
2 months ago, Maneke visited a church reconciliation ceremony at Vovosi village in the Oskins local level government and presented 30,000 kina to the local churches. The reconciliation ceremony was part of the 100 years centenary celebration of the Valoka Catholic Parish.
After the break, Emmanuel Elementary School relocate with 300 young learners. Over a month has passed since a classroom of the Emmanuel Elementary School fell into Bumbu River in Ley Marabe Province on September 7th. The over 300 early childhood and prep students of the Kasawari Road United Church have now been relocated to the Sir Ignatius Kilage Stadium.
The Emmanuel United Elementary School, which comes under the Kasawari Road United Church, suffered a devastating blow when its classroom and everything in it fell into Bumbu River on Saturday, September 7th. This occurred after the torrential downpour of August 23rd and September 6th. The 12 teachers were at their wits' end as they looked for options for the 334 students, from early childhood learning to Preps 1 and 2. Teacher in charge, Dinis Saragum, approached the Ley City Authority for the use of the Sir Ignatius Kilage Stadium.
We had a talk with the CEO and he said yes for us to come and use the place. But then in that saying yes, we didn't know that it was going to be us renting it. So the arrangement is you're going to be paying, first of all they said it was going to be 150 per hour, and then I went back to them and negotiated. So they said it's going to be, I will only rent it for a day. I said, can we have an agreement that it could be only for a day and not an hour? So we went back to Noel, who is looking after the indoor complex and the outdoor. So he said yes, and he gave us 250 for a day. So for a day for the next 2 months. So far it's about, including GST, it's about 12,500 kina that we'll be paying to the LCA for the use of this place. It's only for this academic year, the finish of the term.
The elementary school has already paid 5,000 kina. However, the balance of 7,500 kina can only be settled once parents resolve their outstanding fees with the school. The school is planning to end its academic year in November when the lease agreement ends. Rotational teaching will be conducted and the staff have managed to clean the gym for their students to use. The school was established 11 years ago by the current United Church Urban Region Bishop, Reverend Jacob Harry. The school, however, has been fending for itself despite sharing the same premises with the Kasawari Road United Church since 2017.
We would really need help because right now it's all going to be coming back to the school to do the payments for everything. So I don't mind about the payment. I will somehow, some way try to get it down, but I really need to get the students learning to complete the year on the way.
The Kasawari Road United Church has since launched an appeal for church members and the community to help address the issues caused by the erosion. Fundraising drives were held in Leh and Port Moresby to fund the church project. While no clear message has been issued to the elementary school, church leader and chairman of the Emmanuel United Elementary School, Michael Gauma, outlined that the church and school are in this together.
That is not the school's challenge in isolation, but that's part of the church. So that's the challenge of the church as well. So in this case, what we are doing to help the school is that we are making awareness to our church partners and also our parents and the community that as the church was affected by the flood and the school is part and parcel of the church, the school was also affected just as the church was affected. So that's the way church can help. We make awareness to our community, our parents whose children are coming to attend our school to see our situation, and they can come in. When we restore the facilities, and that is part of the restoration of the school as well. We are mindful of the school has been part of the church, so whatever assistance we get and restore the facilities of our church area, that will accommodate the restoration of the school as well.
We conclude this episode of Scope with a story out of the Commission of Inquiry into the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary January 10th civil unrest. High-ranking officers share that handover of command is lacking in the constabulary. Proper handover and takeover of command in the police force are slowly fading as many take over positions without officially handing over to the next officer. This issue has been raised by many high-ranking officers in the force when giving their testimony during the Commission of Inquiry into the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary's January 10th civil unrest. An official parade in the presence of staff and members of the force by the incoming commander taking over the command from the outgoing commander, or a small gathering witnessed by the media to officially hand over the command is a normal practice that is exercised in the force, signifying the importance of accurately handing over commands when the Commissioner of Police issues the directives. However, this practice is slowly dying as many take up positions without officially handing over the command to another police officer. This issue was brought up by more than one high-ranking police officer during the Commission of Inquiry into the Royal Papua New Guinea's Constabulary January 10th civil unrest. One member who claims to be holistically affected by this issue is Director Community Policing, Chief Superintendent Sembron Papato. Papato said he took over the role he currently holds without a proper handover-takeover process with the former director. He said handover takeover is significant because the incoming office holder must be briefed on how much resources the office holds, including manpower, activities, and continuation of any programs to be better prepared to carry on the responsibility. This was not the case when he took over as Director Community Policing.
Takeover done properly between me and the outgoing officer who was before me, who had retired. So
he was also on an inspector level?
He was a Chief Superintendent, Director Community Policing, and he didn't hand over the key and all other vehicles and exit. So he took up. I had to wait until I had to break in the office and then change the lock and move in. So I just started off from scraps. Command. And he has to be aware how many resources, manpower, activities, the continuation of any programs. Yeah. So that we either continue or come up with, so we know where the directorate is.
Well, you know where to start from, where to continue from.
Yes, sir. So in my case,
there was nothing.
Nothing.
There was no handover.
I have no little bit of idea on this thing. It was my first time for me to get it.
Papato said one reason why members are reluctant to follow the handover-takeover process might have to do with being moved from a higher-ranking position to a lower-ranking one. Others may be forced to leave their positions because of their age.
Inspector 18 or superintendent, chief superintendent, if they had to move you down to senior inspector position or inspector, that obviously happens that way. But if you are transferred on promotional transfer to a higher rank, obviously things will be in order like handover. But that's my personal view. Like most of the time, there were senior officers who were transferred to rank lower than their substantive. So in such circumstances, this may certainly happen that way.
Another officer who was moved into office without following the proper handover-takeover process force is the Assistant Commissioner of Police HR Directorate, Stephen Francis. Francis, who is 6 months into his new role, said he walked into an office that had no proper workstation with no proper handover of administrative responsibility. He has had to work from scratch since. Francis said this practice is merging in the force and called for police hierarchy to look into it and hold police officers accountable for not complying with the protocol of properly changing command in the force. COI Commissioner Justice Elinus Batari said the lack of proper handover and takeover of command in the police force shows that discipline and good governance is not being implemented. Batari said a disciplined police force would know the protocols and apply them to their daily conduct.
Your position is, it's probably, higher than what is being practiced outside.
Yes, sir.
PPC, PSC, yes, formalities were done in terms of discipline and under the standing orders.
Both Papato and Francis are urging police hierarchy to revive this practice as it forms the basis of discipline that will be learned and implemented by generations of police officers who come through the force going forward. And that wraps up another edition of Scope. Thanks for your company. Good night.